Hello and welcome everyone. This is Lion and you're watching FoxLionVI. So now we're going to go into the originally planned second part of the Gothic 3 gameplay. And we are going to go to the rebel hideout of Reddock. Now Gorn went in this direction and he actually seems to have gotten ahead of us. So we're just going to follow the path that he originally was taking. And we'll see if we can find him in the Reddock stronghold. Seems to be some healing plants. Oh, so huge. Yeah, this is the place. So we have the established area located. And I remember from what Hamler told us, we need to go talk to the leader of this establishment and get them to send fighters. But before we do that, we gotta talk around. We gotta see what we gotta do. So, where's Gorn, first of all? Where'd he go? No clue. It's not important, though. We already got the quest reward from him, so...
You don't look like a woodcutter. I think your place is with the warriors down in the cave.
How's it going?
Not so good. We were chased away from our post by aggressive wild boars. I already told the warriors, but they only think about fighting the orcs. If those beasts don't disappear soon, we won't be able to keep working.
Okay, so another problem. So let's see if we can solve this.
I'll deal with the wild boars. Where are they?
Go up these stairs and go east into the woods a bit.
Got it.
Okay. So that's another quest we have to do. But first we're going to stay true to our original one.
Be very careful when roaming through the woods here. Orc scouts are everywhere in this region.
Tell me more about this place.
This is the largest rebel camp on the coast. We call it Reddock. Many royalists who haven't yet been enslaved by the orcs are hiding here. I really hope for your sake that you aren't a spy for the orcs, or we'll make short work of you.
I see.
Okay, so let's tell him we're from Ardea. Is he the leader of this area?
I come from Ardea. We drove the orcs from the village.
Talk to Javier. He already knows about it. One of our scouts saw everything. Javier is down below, in the cavern.
Okay, so obviously Javier is the leader of this place. We gotta find him. But first we're gonna keep talking to him.
Tell me more about the rebels.
We are the only free humans in Murtana who are still fighting the orcs. Orc patrols are our biggest problem here on the coast. Last night, they came dangerously close.
Okay, so it's obvious this guy doesn't seem to be too comfortable with these roaming orc patrols, so let's see if we can take him out for him.
What about the humans working for the orcs?
Most of them are slaves, but there are some human orc mercenaries as well. Within certain limits, they are allowed to move freely among the orcs. I can only hope you're not going to mingle with them.
I wonder what's so bad about him.
Why should I avoid the orc mercenaries?
People who team up with the enemy are the enemy.
That is true.
The orc mercenary is the easy way, with no freedom, and against Enos, our god.
I guess two really good points being made.
Where are the orc patrols now?
One orc patrol is constantly on the move. Right now they are between us and Ardea. Another has parked itself on a farm to the east, between here and Cape Dun. If we don't take care of them now, they will stumble upon Reddock sooner or later.
Okay, so I'll take care of the
the
patrols.
orc patrol.
Do that. But be careful so they don't find our camp here.
Alright.
I will go visit the orc patrol on the farm.
Be careful. If they take you for a rebel, they will chop you to pieces.
Okay.
The orcs don't know about this rebel camp?
If the orcs knew we were hiding out here, they would have certainly killed us by now.
Alright, so this guy's a merchant. Let's see what he sells.
Show me your goods.
Okay, so again, if you want to read that, you can just pause the video. Oh, so he sells a good amount of stuff. So these are some of the armors that you can have in the game. Ooh, but that pallet armor looks really nice, but that's a hell of a lot expensive, so I can't afford that. I can't even think of that right now. I do not have it. I only have 700 gold, so let's see what I can sell. So he actually has about 10,000 gold almost to spend. So let's see what I can sell to him. I'm going to sell basically everything. I don't need these swords. Hunting bow. I don't need the hunting bow, I don't think. Actually, no, I think that's the one I have equipped, actually. No, I can't sell that.
Show me your goods.
Okay, so let's go sell this. We'll sell the normal bows. I'm not gonna sell the arrows. I'm gonna sell the quiver, so I'm not going to use a crossbow. Sell all these orc equipment. Sell these shields, because these are broken down shields I don't need. And then the miscellaneous items. I don't need the caskets, those are useless. The ladles are useless. I don't need a shovel. Chalice, I don't need that either. So all that stuff is going to be worth about 4,284 gold. That's really good for us. That's going to give us a good foot through the door. We actually almost have enough to buy basic rebel armor, which is actually a good start.
Show me your goods.
If we look at the stats, basic rebel armor looks like this. It's actually 10 against missiles, 20 for both impact and blade, which is significantly better than like the farmer's clothes, the leather garb. Plus it's significantly cheaper than even the most basic of rebel armor, which is like 30 grand. And you have skyrocketing prices, which I think the 5,000 one's most cost efficient. So let's just go with that. Okay, so that's that. Now we have to look into, I'm actually gonna put the bow and arrow, I'll put the bow and arrows as number 2, because I'll probably be using it more often. Okay, so we're making our way deeper into the place, so let's look around. Seems to be a pretty big cave spiraling down. Who's in here? Oh, he looks cool. He looks like a fire mage.
What? Oh, yes. I am a bit jumpy. I'm sorry. What can I do for you?
Who are you?
My name is Sebastian. I am the alchemist here in Reddock.
Okay. So it seems to be a fire mage. Let's ask him about that.
You wear the clothes of a fire mage.
Before the war, I was a high mage of the fire. Then came the day when we fire mages lost our rune magic. And soon after that, the war was over. The robe is all I have left of my rank.
Why did you fire mages lose your magic?
I have spent many sleepless nights trying to answer that question. All I know is that we could no longer hold off the orcs without our rune magic. Many fire mages were killed, and those that survived the debacle fled to the woods.
What will you do now?
I will stay here in Reddock and study the ancient writings of our ancestors. Legend has it that the Ancient Ones possessed their own kind of magic. It was completely independent of aids such as the runes, from which we draw our magic.
Let's learn more about these Ancient Ones.
Tell me more about the magic of the Ancient Ones.
All that is certain is that the Ancient Ones existed and that their artifacts can be found everywhere in the ruins. Even today, the only way to learn more about their magic is to unravel the mystery of those ruins. All the surviving fire mages are researching the ancient knowledge.
Okay. So let's see if that can teach me anything about alchemy, because alchemy obviously is very important in this game.
Tell me something about alchemy.
It is the only way of healing and strengthening yourself. Without magic, I am no expert, but my abilities are enough to supply Reddock with what is absolutely necessary.
Teach me what you know about alchemy.
I would gladly do that. But unfortunately, I don't have enough ingredients to teach you. If you can get me 10 healing plants, I will share my knowledge with you.
Okay. Luckily, I think I have a lot of
Get
healing
you some
plants.
healing plants.
These plants grow almost everywhere.
I don't think you will have a problem finding them.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure, yeah, here are the 10
Here are your
healing
10
plants.
healing plants.
Wonderful. Now, I can share my knowledge with you.
Okay, yeah, that was relatively straightforward. So he can teach me ancient magic. Let's know about the artifacts.
Tell me more about the artifacts of the Ancient Ones.
The orcs are obsessed with searching for these valuable relics. Every dealer in the land knows that, and will offer you a correspondingly high price. Many artifacts are of great value to us mages as well, such as the fire chalices, for example.
Okay.
What is so special about the fire chalices?
The fire chalices are ancient, and were thought to have been lost for many years. It is said that they possess powerful magical capabilities, but I am no expert. If you should find a fire chalice, take it to my brethren in Nordmar. They will be able to tell you more about it than I can.
Okay, so, oh, he's a merchant too. Let's see what he got to sell. Okay, so look at all these recipes. These recipes are actually really, really good. There's multiple ways to create a healing potion, as it seems to be, but these these are worth thousands, so I'm not gonna buy. He has actually a lot of money, but I don't have really anything to sell him, so I think we're done with him. Let's actually acquire this band. By the way, this is an alchemist bench. If you want to create some potions,
Anything at the moment.
which I don't have any recipes, but for what's it
I
called?
cannot create anything at the moment.
In fact, what we can do, let me check.
Show me your goods.
To create potions from healing plants, that only costs 500. I could buy that. Yeah, I'll buy that just to show you guys. Yeah, this is okay. So if you do that, and we go over to this bench. Yeah, okay, so we have all your your recipes will be listed here. Like for example, we go to the healing potion. I can actually create one. So let's create one. So it tells you your healing potions has been produced in the blue font, and this is by looking at the I don't know what the word I'm looking for. The recipe. There we are. The recipe. It'll tell you exactly what it does. It refills 50% of your max HP. Its gold value is 250 if you want to sell it, and the ingredients required plus the knowledge required. And since we all start off with since we all start off with the knowledge to brew healing pots, don't even worry about that. But for other potions, that will be you'll have to look into that if you want to create that certain type of potion. All right, so let's move on. He has a chest there, but that would be stealing if I took it from him, so I can't do that. This guy could be interesting.
Welcome, stranger. What can I do for you? Do you need food, clothes, or maybe a hefty swig from the bottle? Marlo will sell you everything you need here on the coast.
Who are you?
I am Marlo. I am the best merchant on the coast, from Ardea all the way to Cape Dunn. What interests me most are valuable items. Items such as silver, gold, and jewels. I take everything.
Okay.
What do you do with the junk?
I know ways to convert the stuff into shiny coins, and we need them. So you're supporting a good cause when you bring me the stuff.
Where do you get your goods?
We have people in the cities who take care of our supplies. Once you have brought us a few valuables, they will let you know who they are.
Where can I find trade goods here on the coast?
I can give you some information, but not for free.
Only 20 gold each. Yeah.
What can I find in Cape Dunn?
That fat alchemist in Cape Dunn has a chest where he stores his stuff. The orcs pay him with the booty from their campaign. There ought to be some good stuff to be had there.
Where can I find trade goods here on the coast?
I can give you some information, but not for free.
What is in the wilderness of the coastal region?
The area here is primarily controlled by bandits. The boss of the gang is called Ortega. He collects his booty in a cave somewhere in the north. If there is any loot to be had on the coast, then that's the place.
Okay, so let's see. This guy says he's a good merchant.
Show me
So
your
let's see what he's
goods.
got. Right at the bat, nothing really I need. Nothing really I'm interested in. But he's got a book. Let's see if I can read it.
I already know that.
Alright, so that's obviously irrelevant to us. So let's go down farther. Anybody in here? Rebel, female rebel? No. Nobody. So these are the warriors apparently of Reddock, and we gotta look for Javier. So no. Oh, here he is. Obviously, I should have assumed that. Look at that. He's a paladin.
You're new here, aren't you? Many refugees have joined us in Reddock lately, but your face isn't familiar.
Are you in charge here?
I'm the most experienced man here when it comes to fighting orcs. I guess that would make me something like a leader of this rebel camp.
You're wearing a paladin's armor.
I used to be a paladin before the orcs won the war for themselves. I fought for the king in the last battle for Vanguard, the capital. Now I'm just a refugee, just like everybody else here.
Tell me more about the war.
There isn't much to say about that, my friend. Once we paladins lost our magic and ran out of magic ore, we didn't stand a chance. We ended up being easy prey for the orcs.
How can I support you?
There are many possibilities for furthering our cause. Just walk around here and ask the people in the camp. We need to prepare for the revolution in Cape Dun.
I need weapons.
So do we. Unfortunately, there is one small problem with that. Our last smith died in combat. Since then, our smithy has been abandoned. If you know somebody who could take his place, send him to us.
So that's another quest. We need to get a smith for Reddock.
What do you know about Zardis?
No more than everyone else does. He's in cahoots with the orcs, or so they say. If you want to find out more, try their shamans. The only problem is getting them to talk to a human in the first place.
We drove the orcs out of Ardea.
So we owe this to you. Well done. Our people will take care of things from now on. I have other tasks for you if you want to help us.
Explain this revolution thing to me.
The cities of Murtana are ruled by orcs, but some of us rebels are lying low within the cities. When the time comes, the rebels will mobilize both slaves and free humans for the revolution. You must find these undercover rebels and follow their orders if you want to support us.
Who is this undercover rebel in Cape Dun?
He's moving among the slaves in Cape Dun, so we won't be recognized. I hope they haven't found him out yet. I will not tell you who it is. I don't know you well enough for that. But if you can gain his trust, tell him that Javier sent you to support him.
Okay, so when we go to Cape Dun, which will be later on, we're going to need to find an undercover rebel, because we're going to help the rebels. Okay, so let's talk to other people. Norris.
Ah, a new man.
What are you doing here?
I'm taking care of our forces in Reddock. We keep training and trying to prepare as best we can for a battle with the orcs. The closed-off area over there is our training arena.
An arena? You mean that really, really shitty-looking circle?
You fight against each other in your arena?
That's the best training there is. Unfortunately, the orcs agree completely. They have an arena of their own in almost every city. They value a fighter who wins arena battles very highly.
How exactly does the arena work?
You challenge someone to fight and meet him in the arena. As soon as you enter the arena, it starts.
Is that all?
Not quite. There are 2 rules. First, anyone who leaves the arena in the middle of a fight loses. Second, when one of the fighters is on the ground and doesn't get back up, the fight is over. If you kick someone who's down or kill your opponent, you will be called to account by everyone.
I see.
Oh, you can show me how to fight. Cool.
Show me how to fight.
All right. I'll show you how to handle weapons if you make yourself useful for our camp.
What should I do for you?
Our smithy has been shut down for days, but the battles with the orcs haven't decreased. If you bring us 5 bundles of weapons, that would help our cause tremendously.
Okay, so we need to find bundles of weapons. So we're just getting a lot of quests, which is good. What we're gonna do is we're gonna explore around a bit, see what we can do.
Where can I find bundles of weapons?
Where there are orcs, there are weapons. Mostly, they can't do anything with human weapons, so they collect those, pack them in bundles, and store them somewhere.
I see. Would you teach me how to fight?
Okay, so going back, actually, I want to show what I'm planning to do. I'm actually planning to play this game as more like an archer style class, because I have played this game as a warrior before. So what we'll do is, I'm actually gonna play this more like an archer. So what I need to do is, because archery is more later on, I'm gonna need something like a strong sword fighter minimum. So I'm gonna try to get this first, and then I'll focus on my archery skills. So let's see if we can get a strong sword fighter. We have 30 learning points.
Would you teach me how to fight?
Okay, so as you can see, everything you learn costs money. If you want to become a stronger swords fighter,
Ready for that.
it's gonna require 50 more strength than I already have. So that's gonna require about 5 learning points for 5 strength. So we're gonna need. I don't know if we'll be able to get. I don't think we'll be able to get it. Yeah. So let's just keep going. So. Alright, so
You aren't ready.
so we still need 25 strength, so we're gonna need.
You don't have the nest.
Okay, so I don't have any more learning points. That's not gonna be very good. Okay. Okay, so this is what we need. So first, let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can get some fights going, because that's what we need. Let's try this guy.
You look like you could take a beating or two. What about a little fight in the arena?
Of course.
You want to go up against me?
Well, not really. You're among friends here. We humans must stick together against the orcs. I need some training. You look like you might be an equal opponent.
Of course.
Meet me in the arena.
All right, so let's see what you've got.
Alright, so let's go defeat this guy in the arena. So we have full HP. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day. More videos will come out in the future, and I hope you guys enjoy. See ya.